In this video, I will explain the time of Kalyug past 5,000 years. First, let's know from where this 5,000 years only past has. That is, after Dwarparyug only 5,000 years passed. There is no calculation of years we have. There is no other evidence of 5,000 years past. Now, if we do not have any calculations, then from where 5 years came and why it is accepted that only 5,000 years passed. 5,000 only years past calculation calculated according to the Indian mathematician Aryabhat. There is also concept of divine years or 12,000 divine years, 360 human years. And it is said that Yuga is of 4,800 divine years, Treta Yuga 3,600 divine years. Dwapara Yuga is 1,400 divine years and Kali Yuga is of 1,200 divine years. And when you add all these, comes 12,000 divine years. This video is any number of years had passed since Mahabharat or after had passed, so I will make separate video on those yugs. Now, I was saying that 5,000 only years calculation is calculated according to the Indian mathematician Aryabhat. Aryabhat, yes, only from Aryabhat, and it is only Aryabhat who had explicitly mentioned in 499 AD. Aryabhat was the great Indian mathematician and astronomer. He did work on the explanation of lunar, solar eclipses, approximations of pi, other astronomical calculations. It was accepted that only 5,000 years passed. And from that time onwards all people had been using the same as their. No exact time of Kalyug past was known. There was no other mathematician or astronomer or other ancient texts mentions this number 5,000. I now explain that Aryabhat was the only person. Aryabhat was born in 476 CE in Kusumpura. Kusumpura is known as Patna in Bihar of India. Now what is C is common era that was used in Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar was introduced in October 1582 by Pope Gregory XIII. Before Gregorian calendar, Julian calendar was used, which was Roman calendar. India, neither Roman calendar was used nor Gregorian calendar. There is also BC, which means before the Common Era. These BC and AD are alternative representations of CE and BC. So, C is equal to AD, an era. Now listen carefully how only 5,000 years came. Aryabhat gave two major books, Aryabhatiya and Siddhanta. Aryabhat in Aryabhatiya wrote that 3 years old, and at that time Kalyug time had passed 600 years. So Aryabhat was born in 426 CE. In 499 CE, he would have 23 years, and at that time Kalyug only 3,600 years had passed. As Aryabhat is known as the great mathematician, so 5,000 years past is taken with reference. I will also like to tell that there were two known with the name of Aryabhat. The other one lived about 100 years later. Now do some calculations. According to Aryabhat, 476 CE, Aryabhat was born. Now C is equal to AD, so Aryabhat was born in 476. 23 years after 476 AD is 499 AD. So, 499 AD is equal to 3,600 years. Current year is 2021. So 2020 minus 499 is 1522. Kalyug years becomes 3600 plus 52 is equal to 5122 years. Now, 2021 to 499 is equal to 1522 years, and total is equal to 5122 years. This is number fun. When digit is interchanged, 1520 to the difference of 1520 comes the present year AD of 2021, which is 5120. There should have been prophecy when this interchange fails, then this secret will be revealed. There is no other of 5,000 or 3,600 years. But Aryabhat correct? I will say no. Yes, I am saying Aryabhat was not correct in this 3,600 years past. Yes, I meant that it was not 3,600 years of kalyug when Aryabhat was 23 years. Firstly, Aryabhat is said to be given the world the digit zero existed even during Ramayana. Even during Mahabharata or Dwapar Yuga. I will make separate video on zero. Now comes the most important thing. As I said, Arya was incorrect in saying only 3,600 years had Kaliyug. Remember what I mentioned that 3,600 number came from book Aryabhat, which I still has to verify that Sanskrit phrase. To write Aryabhatiya and Aryabhat has used Surya Siddhanta. Or it can be said that Aryabhat has referred textbook Surya Siddhanta. I will make separate video on Surya Siddhanta. Or video with Sanskrit to Hindi English, Surya Siddhanta translation. Now do Surya Siddhanta says the passage of 3,600 years. No. No. It was Aryabhat that when he was writing or submitting his works. It is 3,600 years of Kalyug. I am still certain exact Sanskrit texts and other Vedic references. I will make later other video. But I can conclude it was not 3,600 years. And the easiest way the existence of Harappan civilization, which is also known as civilization or Indus Valley civilization. This Harappan civilization is known to exist 3,300 years before Aryabhat. So, easily 2,800 years in 5122 years can be added. That is 8,000 years had been passed, but I will prove that more than 10 years passed since Mahabharata or after the Lord Krishna had left. I again say that there is no evidence of only 1,000 years. But there is evidence of more than 10,000 or 20,000 years past. These are few screenshots of research, and I will make later video.